up, guys? Welcome back. Alright, so our path forward is just start right now.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the veteran, Adam Thielen. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Alright.
And we welcome all of our viewers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week, 14 carries.
For improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Young. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott going to keep again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Prescott now, option right. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. try to throw now. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Young. They'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Chauncey Golston able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get wide open, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides.
Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll run short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to have first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 4 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action. Young. And it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, and caught it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Here is Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
KaVontae Turpin now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
20-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. 2nd down, Pollard again.
Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Nifty move. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the extend their lead. Now a toss coming right side. Pollard, and he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And
A little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. Prescott off play action, steps away. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 31 yards.
And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now a toss coming right side. Pollard, and he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Young from the shotgun. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. It's Young on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Young on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 96 yards.
And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First target, first catch at a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Young. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action now. Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Throwing here. Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Stiff-armed him. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On play action, Prescott on the move to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 4th down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say,
yeah, well, that's gonna be it for this one. I'm kind of tired. Well, yeah. I'm happy to see you on the next one. Goodbye.